Welcome to RSSBI 2018 Ahmedabad. I am Dr. Shah Ingole and you are watching me live on therightdoctors.com. I am glad to have with me the eminent diabetologist from Bangalore, Professor Dr. Aravinda J. Sir is MBBS MD and MRCP. Sir is also triple FRCP from UK. Sir is Chief Diabetologist and Specialist Dr. Aravind Diabetes Center, Bangalore. So welcome to the show, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, based on the recent talk in RSSDI, we would like to hear your viewpoints related to the diabetes. We all know that the burden of diabetes is increasing dramatically globally as well as in India, and India is the diabetes capital. So, considering all these things, there are various risk factors that are involved in increasing the burden of diabetes mellitus. So, what are your viewpoint on the lifestyle management of the diabetes mellitus?
See, diabetes is increasing all over the world, especially in our country. Why it is so? Because of our lifestyle. Because if you take like 20 years back, we didn't have this much of diabetes. Nowadays, it has been increased and it is rising like anything because of our man-made things. Because too much of stress, like too much of strain, lack of exercise, lack of diet pattern, like we are becoming more of westernized because earlier we used to eat a healthy Indian food. Nowadays we are resorting to pizza, burger and all those aerated drinks and all. So because of this, the diabetes is increasing in our country. The main thing is we have to create awareness regarding diabetes. It's just not only the treating the diabetes. As a doctor, it's very easy for me to put on tablet and say, but ultimately whether the person has understood about diabetes, whether his family is able to prevent the new onset of diabetes is always a question. For this, if you take, there are three modes of treatment: diet, exercise and the medicine. I always tell, as a doctor, my role is only 50%. 50% has to come from the patients because without their cooperation, I am not able to do anything as a doctor. So, main thing is about lifestyle modification. Lifestyle modification in the sense, the main thing is the exercise. I always tell, daily 1 hour of exercise is mandatory for everybody, at least weekly 5 days. It is a mandatory one because I come from a city that is a IT capital, that is Bangalore. So where a lot of software engineers come to me, they say, doctor, you tell exercise. There is no time for me to exercise. In those cases, I always tell them a simple tip. Ask them to park their car 1 kilometer away so that they can walk. So they can use the staircase. They should not use the lift. If possible, whenever there is, because nowadays software companies has got so many gyms and aerobics in their office itself, they can do the simple exercise itself. Otherwise, if you don't, apart from software engineers, any persons should do a simple exercise. Let it be any sports activity, whether it may be badminton, tennis, swimming, of your choice, no problem. But the simple thing you can do is at least walking. Half an hour to 45 minutes of walking or running with a 10 minutes of warm up, and to end with a little bit of yoga and meditation. If you do that, you can prevent this diabetes, or person who is having diabetes can control the diabetes very well. Next comes the question of diet as well. The diet is very, very important because we are a multicultural country. Especially in Bangalore, we have people from all over India. So the diet is individualized. Each person will have their own diet. I always tell there is nothing like diabetes diet. I always tell it is an individualized diet. We adjust the diet according to their culture, according to their habits and all those things. So you always discuss with your doctor about what to eat and what not to eat. So main thing is you should not panic. You should not think, oh, I should not eat this, that, this, and what to do, whether to eat this fruit or that fruit. They should not get confused. It's a very simple thing is cut down on your sugars. Main thing is you should not take sugars and less of carbohydrates, more of protein diet. If you are a non-vegetarian, avoid this red meat. You can take chicken without skin, fish and egg white is fine. So these things if you do, the 50% job is done already. Next is my job. With these things, if you come to me, if you are dieting and exercising very well, then I can always support you with a good medication according to your body mass index, according to your year of diabetes. If you do these three things, that is diet, exercise and a proper medication and a regular follow-up with your doctor. If you do that, your diabetes will be under control. There will be no complications like diabetes, retinopathy, kidney problems, nerves problem, gangrene, nothing will be there. Ultimately, your health is will be very well maintained. To take away from my talk is diabetes is controllable. It can be preventable also. Prevention is, it's always said, prevention is better than cure. So always is, you take yourself preventive measures, maintain a healthy habits so that you can prevent diabetes, or if a person is diabetes, it can be very well controlled.
So, sir, you have rightly said that lifestyle management plays a key role in the prevention and the control of the diabetes mellitus. And as you rightly said, a number of people visit you for diabetes mellitus. So, self motivation is very, very important, because it is said that if you cannot give 1 hour to your life, then it is of questionable value. So, apart from the self motivation, even if we see recently World Diabetes Day was celebrated on 14th of November, and IDF has given the theme focusing more on the family. So family also plays a crucial role. So what are your views, where apart from the self motivation, whether family can also help in prevention and the control of diabetes mellitus as far as the lifestyle management is concerned?
Yeah, the family plays a very, very important role because see, I see around 60 to 80 patients per day, only diabetic patient. Imagine we come across various persons with diabetes at various ages. Nowadays we are seeing many patients at the younger age, like 24 years, 22 years with type 2 diabetes, and still they are not married. Recently they have joined some job. I am already telling not to eat sweet, no, don't do this, don't do that. And they feel frustrated. At this point of time, not only from a doctor's explanation, it's also the family coordination and family cooperation plays a very, very important role. Because after all, the family is there, like they are the one who are going to stay with them. So their motivation, their encouragement to go to a doctor regularly, get their checkups regularly. If they do that, and if they support with the diet, they should not feel that diabetic, oh, he is a diabetic person, so keep that food separate for him. Not like that. It should be a common food. So it can be a healthy food. So family plays a very important role. It may be wife, it may be parents, it may be grandparents. Plays a very, very important role in the management of diabetes. Always whenever I see a patient in my center, that is in Dr. Aravinda Diabetes Center in Bangalore, I always tell them, if a person comes as a single, I always ask them to come with their relatives, come with their children, come with their parents, and all those things. Whenever they come along with them, whenever I'm telling them, not only for the patient, the family will also get motivated. So they keep encouraging words to the patient so that he feels more comfortable. If he feels comfortable in a long run, he will have a good control of diabetes. So takeaway point is family is very important, and family plays a very important role in the management of type 2 diabetes.
So, sir, apart from family, we think that physician also plays a key role as far as the control and the prevention of the diabetes mellitus is concerned. So, what will be your key message to all the practitioners who are managing the patients of the diabetes and seeing the first degree relatives of the diabetic patients in their clinic?
The physician plays a very, very important role. His role is very, very vital. So what is the thing is, whenever the patient with a diabetes, whether he's a new onset or he's already having a few years of diabetes, don't threaten him. Don't threaten him. Don't tell that diabetes, you have got it diabetes, that is the end. Please don't tell that. Always encourage the patient, always motivate the patient. Keep telling, okay, diet and exercise. You tell them, you want to do exercise, you'd better do that. You can become like Ranveer Singh, you can become like Hrithik Roshan, your body will be fit, you look very good. And if you encourage like that, they feel very well. It's not only giving a prescription in 5 minutes and sending to the patient. It's always take an extra 5 to 10 minutes and encourage the patient. Educate them about diet and exercise pattern, and educate them about the management, educate them about the complication, involve the family. Once you do that, you will have a very huge role as a doctor, as a physician. Your role is very important, with the ultimate aim of preventing and controlling diabetes complications.
So thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful interaction and giving a key insights on the prevention and the control of the diabetes mellitus, where not only the patient himself but his family and the physicians can play a key role as far as the control of diabetes mellitus is concerned. So thank you so much.
Thank you.